Why is this stuff happening, and what are we going to do about it? The number one cause of this, Brian, is father absent home.
Young men who are growing up more and more in fatherless homes.
The family is very important, and the family is the building block that God created to help to raise children, to know him first of all, but also to be productive members of society. And fathers especially, black fathers, white fathers, there is a crisis with fatherhood when it comes to this nation overall, not just the black community or the white community, but fathers are the ones who pass on that identity, give that vision to these young children.
In the time it took for this video to begin, a teen committed suicide, and another just arrested, and another just got pregnant. But what do these all have in common? Is it education? Is it poverty? Is it race? Or is it something more than that, something deeper? Something much closer to home? Today, there's an epidemic sweeping our nation undetected because it has become normal. Silently, fatherlessness is destroying the lives of children all across the nation, leaving them hopeless and crying out for help. 63% of youth suicides are from fatherless homes. That is 5 times more than the average. 85% of all youths in prison come from fatherless homes. That's a staggering 20 times the average. 711% is the likelihood that girls without a father will become pregnant as a teenager. 711%. Let that sink in. And the numbers keep adding up.
I personally have had experience in seeing children as young as 9 years of age be charged with various crimes. These kids, they're looking for something. They're looking to be accepted. They're looking to be able to fit in, and it's just so sad that so many times they feel more accepted and they feel that they're fitting in more with their so-called gang or their club. And as you look around their home life, you can see that absence of that father figure.
Sometimes kids have to make tough decisions that could affect the rest of their lives. And if there is no father in the home, those decisions many times are made alone or with unsavory friends. The one thing most mass shooters have in common is no father in the home. Now, I'm not inferring that every single mother is doomed to raise a mass shooter, but to ignore this link would be ignoring facts. Without a stable family, without a cornerstone, the family cannot prosper.
This picture is frightening, but it doesn't have to be. Idols Aside Ministries believes the way to these youth is to their heart and has spent the last 9 years doing just that. They've used sports like hunting and fishing to connect them to the outdoors. They've poured into their lives through discipleship, helping give their lives new meaning. They've taught that they do have a Father in heaven and He loves them unconditionally.
I let Gio go on a hunting retreat. He had never been hunting. He had never been on a retreat where the devotion was going to be shared, the Word of God, and meet other boys that were in the same situation. That's not always the case. When you're a child coming from a single parent home, you struggle with wanting to feel included. He was actually going to feel completely included on the retreat. I picked him up a little over 24 hours later, and I had a son that was smiling, that didn't stop talking on the way home. He had a light in his eyes. I hadn't heard him truly share devotion like that with me in a long time. And he was proud of himself. He was proud to provide for the family, and he actually saw that he had a bigger role in this life, and he felt included and wanted.
But they can't do it alone. They need your help to influence the lives of countless youth across the nation. Or maybe it's just the kid on your son's football team, or the young girl in the youth group. No matter what your situation is, there's always a way for you to help. And now that you know what's at stake, what will you do? But don't wait. They can't afford for another minute to pass by.